Hi, everyone. My name is Virginia Dwan, also known as Mandarin Mama. I'm the entertainment editor for Mochi Magazine, which is the longest running online Asian American women's magazine. I'm a freelance writer as well as the host of the Nuna Army podcast, which is currently on hiatus, where we discuss the particular aspects and challenges of being a middle-aged BTS fan. Today, I'll be reacting to RM's first solo album, official solo album. It's very exciting. And I haven't looked at any spoilers. I would have recorded it last night, but my kids were trying to go to bed. And it was a whole ordeal. And I'm 7 months and change pregnant, so I'm really pretty tired. So I haven't looked at any commentary. I haven't really seen the reactions of my friends. So I'm going into it blind. And but from the things that I have seen and heard and read about it so far, not any of the new stuff, but like prior to the release, I am pretty excited. So here we go. RM's Wildflower with youjeen. Oh, I have chills. 나는 동경했어 나 그저 화려하게 치고 싶은 나 시작의 전부터 나 상상했었지 그때 웃으며 박수 쳐줄 수 있게 나 소원했어 나 믿었던 게 다 멀어지던 때 이 모든 명예가 이제 멍해가 됐을 때 이 욕심을 제발 걷어가소서 어떤 일이 있어도 나를 나로 하게 하소서 Oh every day and every night persistent pain and criminal mind 내 심장 소리에 잠 못 들던 밤 창밖에 걸은 청승마 지초승 달 I do wish me a lovely night 내 분수보다 비대해질 life 저기 날아오르는 풍선을 애쓰지고 다져 물어 대체 지금 어때 Where you go where'd you show you where'd you Oh, I'm gonna cry. 마지막일까 전부 진결이 나 하나 열까지 다 이 지긋지긋한 가면은 언제 벗겨질까 예민우 히로 민우 빌런 아무것도 아닌 나 회전은 반복돼 기억들은 아폭해 난 눈물을 판 속에 시선을 던져 하루에 뭘 원했었던 건지 이제 기억이 안 나 얻었다 믿었던 모든 행복은 교차했나 하던 건 No matter what's wrong 그게 뭐가 됐건 새벽에 자락을 붙잡고 뭔가 토해내는 기억 목소리 막힌 자들의 사회 난 여전히 침묵을 말해 이건 방백관수가 돋답해 모두 오해 편견들의 자게 반갑잖아 너의 행가래 내 두 발이 여기 땅 위에 이름도 없는 꽃들과 함께 다시 별에 가시고 소확해 발밑으로 와주시고 목적 없는 목적지도 슬픈 줄도 모르고 그림자와 저 친구도 원래 내 것은 아무것도 없었지 And you tell me like gotta be a someone 난 절대 그들처럼 될 수 없음네 그림은 시작인지 여태껏 날 지켜온 단 하나의 힘과 천 타는 불꽃에서 들꽃으로 손에 내서 영원으로 나의 황량한 들의 나무를 언젠가 나 되돌아가래 저 하늘을
This is my favorite type of song. It's everything that I thought it would be. I had just had chills the whole time, and I'm still experiencing retroactive chills. But I think from the previews that we've seen about the wildflower, and how it's a flower work. I don't know what you guys have already read, and I'm sure if you're watching later, there's probably even more deeper insights into it. But basically, there's I forget what it's called in Korean, but basically there's a type of firework where they're like little rods, I guess, and then you light them and they kind of float away, and they usually do it over a river, and that's the fireworks team that RM hired for this video. And they look like I only know it in Chinese. It's called 落花, so it means like gently falling or like floating down flowers. So the fireworks are supposed to resemble floating down flowers. And I think there's like several puns on sounds in Korean too, about how like I forget what it was exactly, but basically it's a very, very clever play on words in Korean. And so I already knew that going in. But it's just, so visually it's a very pretty video. I wasn't really paying attention to the video so much as I was the lyrics. I'm probably not going to rewatch it because I'll just cry more, and I don't particularly feel like crying this early on a Friday morning. But I feel like it's such a painfully honest and vulnerable song. It reminds me of Interlude Shadow, but just different, and Black Swan, and the same type of feeling he's trying to convey of like, okay, he got his dream, and now what? And like, there's all this burden, there's like prejudice. I can only imagine the prejudice he's faced on an international level, and I'm sure it's pretty comparable to the Asian American experience in general, in terms of like outright racism against us. I'm just actually really overwhelmed by it. It's a very deeply honest song, and it's very moving. And I think, I mean, I'm 44, so, and I've definitely felt all these emotions. Like, actually, the year I found BTS, this is what I was feeling, because I was going through like a complete midlife crisis. I was ready to walk away from like everything. Like I had 4 kids, I had a husband, I had a great, like a house. I had the life that I thought I wanted, but I was so unhappy and I was so miserable. And I feel like that song, Wildflower, kind of like taps into that same feeling of like, okay, you have everything you wanted, now what? And it doesn't look quite the same as what you thought when you wanted it. And like, it's kind of cool to see him discuss like, oh, his ambitions and his fears, but mostly his ambitions. And then now how he just wants to be like a flower. Like he doesn't want to be in the stars anymore. He wants to be a flower. And sometimes I feel that way too. Mostly I'm still sort of like, no, but I want to be famous. I don't really actually. Well, maybe whatever. Like, you know, everyone likes the like good parts. No one wants the bad parts, right? So yeah, I feel like it's a very relatable song, and particularly I think because I'm on the older side. I would say middle-aged, but whatever. I guess depends on how old you are personally as you are watching this video. And so, yeah, it's so painfully beautiful and vulnerable. And I really appreciate that about Namjoon and BTS in general, how they're willing to let us see behind the curtain sometimes. Not all the time, because I don't think it's safe for anybody to be completely vulnerable all the time, right? That you have to have proper boundaries. So I appreciate that. And now I'm just babbling, but I loved this song. Of course, it came out after my Spotify Wrapped. Otherwise, it would be the most played song probably. Incidentally, tell me what your Spotify Wrapped top 5 songs were. Mine were the Stay Alive, TXT's I Know I Love You, again, Harry Styles, As It Was, and then I think Eric Nam, Lost in You or something, and then I forget what the 5th song was. I think it was J-Hope's More. Anyway, that was a tangent. Sorry. Not really sorry, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, it was, I loved it. It was beautiful. If the rest of this album is as good as that, I'll probably just really fuck with this album. All right. So, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't usually post too many reactions, mostly because it's really exhausting and it takes away time from homeschooling my children, as well as my writing gigs, I guess. And then also because I'm going to have a baby soon. Again. All right. Wrap it before you tap it, everyone. That's my public service announcement every time I go. Everywhere I go. All right. Have a great day, guys.